Hey everyone, it's Pearlescent Toys, back in today's video with another Star Wars The Black Series action figure review, and today we are looking at Darth Sidious from Star Wars Revenge of the Sith. Yes, 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 yes. I want more Revenge of the Sith figures, please. Hasbro, please. I will sell you my soul for more. Let me get off my hands and knees. Let me show some dignity on this channel for once. Here is the side art, and here's a look at the back of the box and a bio. The scheming Darth Sidious lived a double life as Palpatine, a Naboo senator and Phantom Menace who manipulated the Galactic Republic's political system until he was named Supreme Chancellor. The attempt on my life left me scarred and deformed. Alright, but without further ado, let's do it. And here he is, out of the packaging, Sheev Palpatine, better known as the Emperor, as he would become in Star Wars Episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. A lot of people's favorite movie, and alright, rant out of the way. This is the very first Revenge of the Sith figure that we have gotten for this line. And what I mean is like the Galaxy side art. And it's so odd that it's taken them this long to finally like get their butts in gear and start churning out prequel figures, because this is like what we want. This is what the fans need, is prequel characters. Of course, they have included prequel characters in other areas like Clone Wars. They put Commander Oppo in the Obi-Wan Kenobi line for some reason. And I've heard that they've used that method because Disney gets more money when they're putting something under a project that they made, that they put out. So something that was made before the Disney buyout of Lucasfilm, they don't get that much residuals from it. So like Revenge of the Sith figures, they're not going to get as much money as they would putting out Obi-Wan Kenobi or The Mandalorian. That's why you have so many Mandalorian figures. I could be wrong. I could just be shooting stuff out of my bum. But yeah, let's just take a look at the sculpt and paint apps for Emperor Palpatine right here. Sorry, Darth Sidious. Yes, do it. I think we have to start with the most obvious, that cloth goods robe. And it does look great. I am really appreciative of it. It's a little bulky, I'm not going to lie, especially in the arms. It's just really puffed out. I don't know if maybe like squirting some water on there will help it like settle down. But as it is, like I really don't see any need to like mod it. It looks decent. Now, a lot of people might be wondering what's underneath, and it may shock you because it certainly shocked me. Let's look under here, and yeah, this, for those who don't know, like this blew my mind. So this is what the body is underneath this robe here. It's Luke. They used the part from Luke Skywalker, which I'm not mad about in the slightest. I am completely fine with it. It's just so funny that they used Jedi Luke from Mandalorian and they gave that body to probably the most sinister, evil character in all of Star Wars. And the arms too. Yeah, the arms are also from that Luke Skywalker. This is the Luke Skywalker that came out in the Grogu 2-pack. Now, this isn't the first time that Black Series has done this. They have also done this for Asajj Ventress. They used Darkseid Rey's legs underneath her robe. Bib Fortuna used Dryden Voss's legs underneath his robe. This is a very clever money-saving tactic from Hasbro, because like honestly, you're never going to see more than like this whenever you're posing him around. The robe is very long. It goes all the way down to the ankles. So yeah, it's really no big issue that them using that. I do wish that they kind of got rid of that little skirt piece right there, just because it feels like it inhibits articulation just a little bit. That's my only complaint about it though. And then looking at the hands, and yeah, they're fine. They're all wrinkly, all burnt. Now moving up to the head sculpt, and the hood that goes over the head is molded plastic. It is not cloth goods like the rest of the figure. I actually really like that. I think cloth goods hoods are just a little unruly. They're either too big, too small. They're just always a hassle. So I'm glad that they went with a sculpted hood, and it looks phenomenal, really. I could only imagine how good the rest of the figure would have looked if it had, maintained this plastic aesthetic instead of going to cloth goods. Yeah, it connects right here. This piece, I think, is connected to the suit underneath. And that head sculpt, the Ian McDermott, I love his smirk. It's so sinister. And the eyes, too. The digital face printing is great here. And I love his little scrotum forehead. Whoa, hey, this is a channel for kids. Calm down. I absolutely love the head sculpt. I love the damage. For accessories, he comes with an open sea grip hand for his right arm and a pointing finger for his left arm. And both of those hands are able to hold his iconic lightsaber. I think it is sculpted wonderfully, looking really nice. I love the sculpting of this. Even like the small little ridges all throughout the lightsaber, it all looks great. And the blade itself isn't a like pure red. It's sort of a brighter red, which I'm kind of indifferent on. I kind of would have liked it to be a bit darker. Putting it in his left hand, you're able to like have it angled down, so like a stabbing motion. And then, oh my god, alternate hands. Yeah, he comes with 2 Force lightning hands, and they both look splendid, dude. Oh my god. Yeah, I absolutely power, unlimited power. Oh my god, my brain is fried. Much like Mace Windu was after he got, oh Jesus Christ, that was awful. What? I absolutely love them. I love the transition from his skin over to the translucent blue and how just straightforward they are. Yeah, it just looks really cool. But going over articulation, the head is able to move up, not at all. It's able to look down just the tiniest bit. He has some pivot and a little bit of side-to-side movement. It's just like nothing, though. His arm is able to move this far up, and it is able to go all the way around, a bit inhibited by the cloth goods robe, however. He has a single-jointed elbow right there in the middle, and it also is able to rotate. And he has your standard wrist hinge, allowing his hand to move up, down, all the way around. And it's the same with the Force Lightning hand. He has a hinge for those, allowing it to move a tiny bit up, a tiny bit down, and then all the way around. He has a diaphragm joint at the bottom of his waist, allowing him to bend this far back and this far forward. He has some really good pivot right there and some side-to-side movement. His leg is able to kick this far up, this far to the side, and a tiny bit back. Upper thigh rotation and a single jointed knee being able to bend this far back, and that has a bit of swivel in it. And his foot is able to move this far down, this far up, and he has... Now going over size comparisons, here we have the brand new Darth Sidious next to the Emperor Palpatine, this one being from the Archive line. I was going to attempt to do like a hand swap to see how good these would look in there, but these hands just do not want to budge. I will say though, the skin tones, this one is a lot paler compared to this one, so yeah, that's just something to look out for. Here he is next to Anakin Skywalker and Darth Vader. Yoda, this one from the Archive line, and this one from the Empire 40th Anniversary. Obi-Wan Kenobi and Mace Windu. Commander Appo and a Shock Trooper. Deadpool and Hydra Bob. Darwin and Morbius. Commander Gary and CT-4279. Stormtrooper.
Yes, my lord.
Your performance review was unsatisfactory.
Honestly, I don't even know what I'm supposed to be doing.
Exactly, and that is why you shall be demoted.
Demoted?
Now go.
Right away, my lord.
Grogu and Sad Freaking Rollins. And finally, Jeff the Landshark and Spider Ham. Alright, time for my final rating and my overall thoughts. I'm going to give Darth Sidious here a final rating of 7.5 out of 10. I'm going to give him a 7.5 out of 10. I'll explain why. I think this figure looks fine from the surface. it's really not until you start getting into the nitty gritty of it where you just start to realize it's maybe not that good. Head articulation is non-existent. You are not moving it from that one fixed position that it's in. And while I do appreciate the cloth goods robe, how good it looks, it's just like, it just really inhibits how much this figure can move. And that's a really huge bummer. I will say the Force lightning hands are a fantastic addition, as well as his lightsaber. But really, like, you can't really do much with them. Unless he's like standing in a vanilla pose, it's just like really hard to get this guy into some dynamic poses. And that's crucial for Revenge of the Sith, Darth Sidious, because he was just flying all over the place in that fight with Yoda and the rest of the Jedi. I was expecting more. So yeah, 7.5 out of 10. But yeah, that'll do for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Comment down below how you would rate this figure on a scale of 1 to 10. I would love to see your guys' opinions. And while you're at it, please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and share with a friend. Anything you can do to support the channel will be greatly appreciated. And with that, I will see you in the next one. Unlimited power! Bye.
Excuse me.
And I hear that it's because now moving up to the head sculpt, and that head sculpt, the Ian McDermott, I love his little, ooh, I can't curse on this channel. Now, going over size, okay, that was a little too loud. Grogu and Sad freaking